So we actually have some good news. Welcome back to Bullets and Brass, folks. The ammo prices have not moved significantly. I'm seeing just the tiniest little upticks, nothing crazy. So we're not doing a whole ammo pricing video. I am very glad to have been wrong. So far, I have been absolutely wrong about what was going to happen this election season for ammo pricing. I'm good with that. It's good news. I'm not sure if this is just panic buyers being bought out, if it's that the manufacturers got supply good enough that we're not, when people freak out and buy a bunch in one day, it doesn't run out. Like there's still steady supply, so that's good. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's working. It could be as simple as the general public feeling that the anti-gunners are just screaming into the void and getting nowhere because they keep losing in court. We'll see. Overall, prices are just slightly higher than they were. Nothing crazy. We're talking like 1%. Like that's about it. And what has changed is mostly actually for the better. I'm seeing more and more of these smaller companies coming into the market. I'm seeing more and more stores offering products for sale. This spreads it around. It spreads around the load so that when there is a panic buying situation, it takes a little longer for it to get to critical levels. And I think that's the key, because panic buying is like a self-feeding thing, right? We've got a little more slack in that side of the system. Now, on the other end of this, we probably have a little less slack for most of those companies in the powder supply. They don't have the contracts with the powder suppliers. They are not a Winchester. They are not a Hornady. When it comes right down to it, they are a consumer buyer of powder, not a wholesale buyer of powder. So if things really get bad, they will go away. But that's assuming it gets really bad. And I assume it will, but maybe not for quite a while. Maybe not this year. Maybe not this cycle. We'll see. Now, one thing I am not seeing really improve is the newer calibers becoming more available retail. 6 ARC, 6.5 PRC, and so on, 7mm PRC. The options are still really limited. The options in store are still really tough. It's available online, but these are still going to be calibers that, and this is a fair situation to have, not the retail side, but the overall side. These are not calibers for going to the range and having fun. These are calibers where they're only offering what is essentially premium ammo. You're only getting premium bullets. You're only getting, match grade, premium hunting. Like you're not getting FMJs, for example. So there's significantly more money. It just is what it is. 6 ARC. I'm looking at my notes over here. $1.20 a round. 7 PRC, just over $2. 6.5 PRC, $1.50. Now, in comparison, 6.5 Creedmoor, equivalent to all of those in terms of the bullet choice, was $1.15 or $1.20. You can get it for well under $1 if you just want plinking ammo. So I'm not saying I'd really expect to see those calibers offered in plinking ammo, but it just gives you an idea of where they stand, right? You're still only looking at them as specialized purposes. But when people talk about 6 ARC as a replacement for 5.56, you have to consider that the average user goes through a lot more ammo that doesn't have to be premium than they do premium ammo. So I still think that it's have your 5.56 and then have your 6mm ARC in addition, which, does seem to be the common way people do it. In totally other news, just to throw some stuff in here, I am really looking forward to PSA's 870. I think that will be awesome. It's not that the market needs another 870. There are plenty of 870s. What the market really could use is a preset up tactical style, civilian home defense style 870 at a reasonable price. This is long established technology. The average person buying it, looking at PSA, is not going to be a police department or a federal agency. It doesn't need to stand up to a ton of long-term abuse. It just needs to work. And $200, $250 for one that's already set up properly, some ghost ring sights, a light on the fore end, and a spot for a hollow or a red dot, we're good. Like I'm good. I want a full length mag tube, and it needs to take at least 3-inch. If it takes longer shells, great, but 3 inches is fine for me. It would be really hard to beat. And I think that is a hole in the market that PSA can absolutely nail. Ruger's SFAR. So far, nobody else has come up with anything equivalent. I think that if Ruger is smart, they will either license it or not tightly fight anybody who comes up with something similar. Because I think the market needs more of it. I think that if it's just Ruger, maybe. But when there's a little variety, I think that will take off more. Because the idea of a lighter, smaller, more space efficient and weight efficient AR-10 platform is awesome. It's awesome. But a lot of the people that would like to have it don't want a proprietary one-off thing. They don't want to be locked into one brand for that. So we'll see. I just hope that Ruger doesn't go down the path of Alexander Arms and shoot themselves in the foot with it. To be fair, I know they sold a ton of them. And that's all I've got for you today. I know we haven't had anything, I haven't done a real ammo price update in a while. Prices haven't moved. There just hasn't been enough change to justify it. So take care, have fun, keep shooting, and remember, perfect practice makes perfect.